This is Jay from Neilson Boxing. I'm here with Johnny Ward. How are you, Johnny?
Very good, my friend. Thank you very much. How are you?
I'm good, thank you. First of all, the weather looks nice there. You're obviously not in the UK. Do you want to explain to everybody where you are?
I know it looks sunny right now, but at the minute it's -3. I'm in Toronto, in Canada, just visiting some family and just doing a little bit of training.
Yeah, and how's the training been going out there? Different?
Uh, yeah, I ain't been working with any coaches or anything really. Just been doing my own thing in the gym, in the gyms over here, different gyms and that. Started sparring about 2 weeks ago. Sparred some good fighters. Sparred Steve Rolls, who fought Gennady Golovkin for the world title. Done some rounds with him. A couple of other prospects and that. But good, decent. Looking forward to getting back with my coach Roger. Um, it's hard training when you ain't got a coach there, But looking forward to getting back with him next week.
No,
Building.
nice. Be good to get you back in camp for the 22nd, obviously. We'll
Yeah,
jump straight into it. Mandated for the Southern area, and a day after, the guy who had it, William Webber, vacated.
yeah. Um, To be honest, I didn't really get my heart set on the Southern area anyway. I knew that fight wasn't going to happen. I knew that William Webber is. Listen, I knew he wasn't going to fight me anyway. That's why. Even I did. To be honest, even at my last, when I boxed in Swindon last, and Mark asked me, "Have you got a message for William Webber?" I didn't even know who he was. I didn't have a clue who he was, to be honest. Um, I haven't watched any of his fights, but I'm not surprised he vacated anyway. People's trying to protect the records, and what's the point? I don't know. It just don't make any sense. I knew he'd vacate, but it's just one of the things. It happens, and it's good luck to him, and good luck to his team. And if we can make the fight in the future, I'm ready to make it.
So that obviously puts you mandatory for the title. I've got a list in front of me. I won't go through the names personally, but 12 people that have been reached out to this week
Yeah,
that have just turned down the fight because of yourself.
yeah.
Um, any message for them or anybody else who can potentially take the fight?
Which is 12 of them, yeah. I didn't
Yeah,
know. Is that? Listen. To be honest with you, I'm not really interested in the Southern Area title anyway. Like, if I'm mandatory for it to fight, um, I'll take it. I'm not saying that's not a good title, because it's a very good title. Any title to win professional boxing is very good, but it's not really the route I ever really wanted to go down. But obviously, I'm mandatory for it. I don't mind giving someone a hiding for it. Look, whoever wants it, 168, 175. Where I'm at. I'm not worried about protecting my record. I'm here for real fights. I'm a man. I'm pro 2 or 3 years and a half. I'm 5-0. I'm never going to be more ready than I am now. So whoever out there, whoever thinks they're good and whoever thinks they've got a future in it, give me manager Matt Neilson a call, and won't be long stopping you.
perfect. Um, so obviously we've got that Southern area at the moment. You're going to look to push on from that either by picking up the title or pushing on further. So how does the year pan out for you?
Um, it's hopefully better than last year. I've had for some reason I love listen. I've had a few unlucky years in boxing. I'm still only 5-0. I feel like I've been pro for years now. Obviously good to end to the year. As soon as I linked up with Nelson Boxing, um, are very very good to me, and I'm very very happy to work with. They've made things happen, and anything Mark Nelson's ever promised me, he's delivered. So I appreciate everything he's done for me. But like I said, unlucky year last year, fights pulling out, and it's not their fault. It's not the managers or promoters' fault. It's just the fighters. And then to get a cut at the end of the year just knocked me sick a bit. But I'm refreshed now. I'd like a 6 rounder. I think I've got a 6 rounder coming up on April 22nd. I'd like to get the 6 rounds. Obviously, I'm taking no prisoners, and you don't get paid for overtime. So if I knock you out in 20 seconds, then I'll knock you out. But ideally, I'd like to get 6 rounds in. And then Southern areas there, I'll fight whoever wants to fight me for that, and I'll win that, and then push on from there. But ideally, since I turned pro, I've always wanted that WBC youth title. While I'm always young. So listen, 3, 4 fights before the end of the year, 3, 4 knockouts and a belt. Sounds good, eh?
Doesn't sound like a bad year.
Nah.
I think yeah, people sort of see you as 5-0 at the moment, but like you say, it feels like you've been around quite a while. Are you 22 at the moment?
22, yeah, I'm 23 in June. 22. I had my debut when I was 19. Yeah, yeah, 19 at Mark's show. So long time. And I'm not one of these pros that I'm not one of these pros that like go away for a bit and then come back for a bit. To be honest, the only break I've had since I was since I was pro was this year. I had from December was November where I was cut, and I didn't start training again until I had my first run back on New Year's Day. So that was the only break I had, and I'm back training now. So for a long time, I'm one of these fighters. I find it very very hard to switch off. I'm always in the gym. Coming towards the end of that last camp, even weeks before that last camp, I never get injuries. I've never had injuries in my life. I never had cuts in my life. I never had black eyes, nothing like that. But come to that end of that last camp, my body was breaking a bit. I was starting feeling tired all the time. So I didn't want to take a break, but I needed a break. And now I feel $1 million. I'm knocking people out in sparring, I'm hurting people. So I'm back. I'm coming for everyone.
Nice. Do you want to talk a bit? I think you've been involved in some quite high level camps as well
This year or previously?
previously.
Yeah, look, anyone who knows me knows. To be honest, like it's all thanks to me coach Roger. When I first started training with him, I thought he was crazy. Honestly, I was sparring 4 or 5 days a week and high level sparring. Thinking, Jesus, how am I ever going to keep up with this? How is this? He's going to get me killed. But after like 2 or 3 months, honestly, I was just anyone who should have been on my own level weren't lasting, and anyone at a lot higher level than me were getting a very good run for the money. As you know, like I was in camp with in the Fury camp when Jason Quigley was fighting Demetrius Andrade for the world title. That was his full sparring partner. Going to my last fight, I was Denzel Bentley's sparring partner for the Kazakh. I don't know his name. His world title fight. I've been around. I've sparred a lot. I've sparred a lot of good fighters. But I think that's what the difference is with me now and the likes of your William Webber and stuff. Because it's like, put it for instance, like these fights and like, me 5-0 getting put in for titles and stuff. But the thing is, I've been experienced. I'm not. I don't shy away from it because I'm 5-0, but I've been cut. I've been hurt in sparring. I've hurt people in sparring. I've been hurt. I don't shy away from it. So I'm experienced. I'm very clever at things like that. People think, oh, like I know I'm a good puncher. I'm a good puncher, but I'm a good boxer. I was a two-time national champion for a reason. But it's not about that. I'm clever, and that's the difference when you train with Roger Lee. It's just you either you got it or you don't, because he don't he don't do easy sparring. He does the right sparring. You get your work from what you need from them. And when you sparring high level, all that, so I couldn't believe it. Since you don't see it in, like around now, like sparring high level all the time. And then I'm over here. I've been sparring some decent fighters over here, some good fighters to be honest. And it's just crazy seeing the level I'm at and compared to most people. But it's all good in it. That's why it's put me where I am now. It's no good being 27-0, beating 27 journeymen, and then getting stepped up and a rabbit in the headlights. Like I'm 5-0 now. To be honest, if I wasn't as inactive as I am, I think I boxed 6 or 7 rounds in 3 years. I wanted a title by the time I was 5-0, but I can't help it with the rounds and stuff. It's not my fault they're not lasting. So really and truly, like that's the same. My next fight, hopefully, I get 6 rounds. I'm not going to get any more ready, am I? I'm 6-0. It's time to knock on some big door, really, isn't it? Get me some good fights. I don't want to beat another journeyman. Like I live, I live 130 miles from where I train. So if I'm not living up there, I'm driving up there 4 or 5 days a week. I'm only a young lad. I'm not a millionaire, so it's costing me a fortune to go up there. What's the point? Keep costing myself a fortune to beat some journeyman. What's the point? My last 2 fights has cost me money. My last 2 fights where I haven't sold enough tickets, I paid for my fights myself. It's cost me money. So I'm not going. Listen, so if you're good, you're good, and it's as simple as that. The cream always rises to the top. So get this one out the way in April. If souvenir is there, I'll take that, or whatever else is there. Let's get it on. Let's get it on. And
No,
separate them in ways.
100%. I think there's plenty of dates this year where we can get you nice and busy and hopefully have a breakout year for you. Lastly, just anything for your fans for April 22nd?
Um, yeah, listen, just tune in. You know what to expect from me. I always bring entertainment. Nowadays, there's too many boxers just going out and winning. If when I fight, I always entertain with everything I do. So tune in. I also think, just want to get out there that I want to say a big thank you to Neilson Boxing. I do think they're going to take over very soon. I think Mike Neilson will be one of the biggest promoters in the country. Honestly, he's a very, very good man. He looks after his fighters and he's doing things right, not like most of these promoters out there. And it's very, very good for me to start. I started my career in Mike Neilson. I had my debut on his show. He gave me a chance, and hopefully, look, I know he's going to be doing big things as a promoter, and me as a boxer, and I'm very, very happy to do it together. I just want to say a big shout out to my sponsors. 1 second. A big shout out to my sponsors, Mr. Shopper. You can find him on Instagram, and Edgington's Memorabilia, and yeah, that's all, mate. That's all from me. Everything's good here.
Perfect. Cheers, Johnny. I hope you travel back safe, and we will see you April 22nd.
God bless you, brother. Bye bye.
Thank you.